Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of Dark Souls PvP, and another weapon showcase, I suppose I should call this. I am technically using the shield, or a shield, the Bonewheel shield, and it's more of 8 minutes of me getting my ass handed to me, but it's close enough to a weapon showcase. I mean, it's realistic to what would happen if you're actually using this as a weapon. The Bonewheel shield is pretty fun actually to use as a weapon. Even though I did lose the majority of fights, I had a few pretty close calls, and I actually managed to win a fight with this thing, so that's extremely satisfying. So getting started with the weapon, or shield, I'm probably going to do that a lot throughout this video, so I'm just going to call it a weapon and say whatever. Getting started. At plus 15, I'm using a plus 15 one instead of a lightning or a fire one, which is what people usually would use if they were to use this as a weapon, because you actually do more damage at plus 5 fire, or what is it, plus 10 fire, or whatever it is. Fully upgraded fire or fully upgraded lightning, you actually do more damage than a plus 15 one. I'm doing about 250 some odd damage, and with the lightning or fire one, it's around, what was it? Like 400-ish, but it's split, so even still, it's more damage. The shield, it's a great shield, and it weighs 12 units, so that's fair for a great shield. It doesn't block 100% of physical damage, so it actually blocks 90%, which, it's not too bad. It can be useful if you're trying to get Karmic Justice to go off or something like that. And really, I had a good time using this thing. Now, the main pros of using this as a weapon, using a shield as a weapon in general, are that you can actually block with your attacks. So that is extremely convenient, and it's really the best thing about using this as a weapon. If you can time your attacks perfectly right, you can go through a fight without taking very much damage because you can block with your attacks. And really, its R2 attack is great for people who are aggressive and like to run in. And right here, I like that. It's interesting. He was able to get the animation to go off, but I didn't take any damage because I was hitting him with the shield. So I'm not exactly sure if attacking with the shield and using that to block gives you 100% resistance to all types of damage, because, I mean, as you saw, I got hit in the face with the Soul Spear as I was attacking. Although that could be just because I was partly running, or in the running attack animation still. I don't know, but it works with arrows. It does work with arrows. So maybe it's just physical damage, and I don't know why the fire didn't. Maybe the fire counts as physical like Black Flame? I don't know. I'm not going to question that. Either way, I liked it, so yeah. This is actually the same White Phantom that I fought with earlier. He's actually a person that I know. I believe actually he is one of the people in my intro. His name pops up in there, so yeah, shout out to you. You did an awesome job, and these were some pretty fun fights. Anyway, now, the main pro of the Bonewheel shield, as I said, is that you can block while you attack. But right there, it's the main con of the weapon, too. Because when you block when you attack, if the person hits you, it actually drains more stamina from you. So it can kind of screw you over. Also, another con is that the attacks leave you extremely open, so people are just going to run right in for a backstab and have no problem with it. So that's really, in my opinion, the main cons of it. Other cons, I would have to say, include the short reach of it and low damage. But overall, it's a really fun weapon, and that's why I think that it's more of a, what's the right way to say it? I'd say it has better pros than cons, because it's just so much fun to use. It's just really, you never see anyone using this seriously. and it's so much fun, and it's really got good potential, especially if you put on a red tier stone ring like I do in, I think it's either the next fight or the one after it. I put on the red tier stone, and man, it can cause some serious damage with that R2 attack. I think I got like 800 damage with one hit from it when I was in red tier stone range, and that's impressive. I almost had that fight, and I was right. It's not in this one. It's the next fight. But I was surprised by the fact it did that much, which it makes sense because it's just what the red tier stone does. It pretty much doubles your damage from it. And in that last fight, or the fight before, or whatever it was where I actually won, I was hitting 500s with the R2. So it makes sense that I could hit 800 some odd damage with the red tier stone R2. In theory, I'd be able to hit 1,000, but that doesn't happen. Really, though, I'd have to say that this is a pretty decent weapon to use, which surprises me. I had a very good time with it, even though I lost, and it's nice for a change, it really is. Now, some things are kind of annoying about it, like when you get hit while you're attacking, it drains more stamina from you, or you can be holding it up and still get hit for full damage, and it completely ignores the fact that you're holding up your shield to block with it, like what just happened right there. And actually, this is the fight I was talking about. Now, the reason I did a look skyward is because this guy was ganking me all night with 2 red phantoms, and he just was being obnoxious. So I did that, look skyward, and I actually nearly killed him in this fight when he was fighting alone. So that makes me happy. But anyway, that's another annoying thing about it. If someone rolls into you and you're too low on stamina, it actually breaks your guard. I'm not sure exactly why it does that, but it does. So, yeah. Overall, I'd have to say this is a really fun weapon to use. I really enjoyed using it. It doesn't have that many pros other than the fact that it's really fun to use and you can actually block while you're attacking, which is a great pro in my opinion. And it's got a decent amount of cons. But the fact that it's so fun to use and it's just such a change, I really do like this weapon. So yeah, that's it. This is the last gank, and that's all I've got to say about the Bonewheel shield. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.